Welcome to English Easy Hub. Join us as we ignite the flames of your English learning journey together.
Please subscribe to watch and embark on your English learning journey. Don't miss out on the exciting content. In this conversation, Andy seeks guidance on improving his spoken English for travel, focusing on practical strategies to sound natural and confident in real-world situations. The discussion explores key aspects like building essential vocabulary, navigating cultural differences, developing conversational skills, handling emergencies, and overcoming nervousness. The teacher provides actionable advice tailored to Andy's concerns, emphasizing practical learning, cultural awareness, and the importance of confidence in communication.
Hi, teacher. I want to improve my spoken English for travel. Do you have any specific tips or strategies that can help me sound more natural and confident?
That's a fantastic goal. Andy, Travel English focuses on practical communication. Start with the essentials, phrases for checking into hotels, ordering food, or asking for directions. Practice these phrases until they're second nature. Repetition helps you internalize them, so they'll come naturally in real situations.
That's a good starting point. But what if I meet someone with a strong accent, or if they speak really fast? Sometimes I feel overwhelmed in those situations.
It's completely normal to feel that way. Exposure to various accents is key. Watch travel documentaries, listen to regional podcasts, or even follow vloggers from different countries. The more you listen, the more familiar accents become. And if you don't understand, don't hesitate to say, "I'm sorry, could you repeat that?" Or "Can you speak a little slower, please?" People are usually accommodating if you ask politely.
That's comforting. Should I focus more on learning vocabulary or perfecting my grammar? I sometimes hesitate because I don't know if I'm saying things correctly.
For travel, vocabulary is more important. Start with high-frequency words related to travel, like station, luggage, passport, or emergency. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, clear and simple vocabulary ensures people understand you. Grammar becomes more relevant in longer conversations, but for quick exchanges, focus on getting your point across. For example, saying "where bathroom" instead of "could you tell me where the bathroom is" still works in most situations.
That's a relief. What about cultural differences? I don't want to accidentally offend someone because of how I speak or act.
Excellent point. Being culturally aware is essential. Research the cultural norms of the places you'll visit. For example, in English-speaking countries, saying please and thank you is very important. In some places, people prefer direct communication, while in others, indirectness is more polite. Also, pay attention to nonverbal cues like eye contact or gestures, as they can vary widely across cultures.
That's really helpful. But what if I want to move beyond just asking questions and have deeper conversations with locals?
That's a fantastic aspiration, Andy. To foster deeper conversations, ask open-ended questions that invite storytelling. For instance, you could ask, "What's your favorite thing to do in this city?" Or "Can you tell me about a local tradition you enjoy?" These types of questions show genuine interest and encourage people to share more. Be an active listener, nod, smile, and use phrases like "that's so interesting" or "I'd love to learn more about that."
I love the idea of connecting on a deeper level. Should I prepare questions like these in advance, or should I try to be spontaneous?
A little preparation is always helpful, especially if you're new to this. Write down a few questions or topics you'd like to discuss. But as you gain confidence, you'll find it easier to be spontaneous. Conversations are like exploring. You might start with a plan, but the best discoveries often happen when you're flexible and open.
Speaking of confidence, I sometimes feel really nervous when speaking English in public, especially if I make mistakes. How can I overcome that?
Nervousness is natural, but remember this. Making mistakes is a sign you're learning. Start small, practice in low-pressure environments, like rehearsing at home or with a friend. Gradually, challenge yourself with simple tasks, like asking for directions or ordering coffee. Each successful interaction builds your confidence. Over time, you'll focus more on communication than perfection.
What about pronunciation? I don't want to have an accent that makes it hard for others to understand me.
Clarity matters more than eliminating your accent. Start by listening to native speakers and mimicking their rhythm, intonation, and stress patterns. Use shadowing exercises. Repeat after audio recordings as closely as you can. Apps like Forvo can help with tricky words. Consistent practice will make your pronunciation clearer. Also, remember that your unique accent is part of your identity. Embrace it while striving for clear communication.
That's encouraging. Sometimes I struggle with small talk, especially when I'm meeting strangers. How can I improve at that?
Small talk is a skill that improves with practice. Start with observations like, "The weather is lovely today, isn't it?" Or, "This cafe has such a great atmosphere." Then ask simple questions such as, "What's your favorite thing to do around here?" Or, "Can you recommend a good place to visit?" Showing interest in others makes the conversation flow naturally. Remember, small talk often leads to meaningful connections.
What about emergencies? I worry I won't know what to say if something unexpected happens.
That's a valid concern. Memorize a few key phrases for emergencies like, "I need help," "Where is the nearest hospital?" or "I lost my wallet." Also, learn how to describe basic situations such as, "My phone is not working," or "I missed my train." Knowing how to communicate clearly and calmly during emergencies is invaluable.
What should I do if I can't find the right word for something? Should I just use gestures, or is there another way?
Gestures are a great backup, but you can also rephrase or describe what you mean. For example, if you don't know the word pharmacy, you could say, "Where can I buy medicine?" Or if you forget umbrella, say, "Something to keep me dry in the rain." Creative communication is part of the fun in travel.
Are there any specific apps or tools you'd recommend to help me practice?
Definitely. Apps like Triplingo and Google Translate are helpful for travel-specific needs, while language exchange platforms like Tandem or HelloTalk let you practice with native speakers. Podcasts and YouTube channels focused on travel or English learning are also great. Pair these tools with consistent practice, and you'll see significant improvement.
These tips are great. Do you have any final advice for someone like me who's just starting to learn travel English?
Absolutely. Be patient with yourself and treat every interaction as a learning opportunity. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're often the best teachers. Practice consistently. Embrace every chance to speak and focus on connecting with people rather than perfection. Travel is as much about experiences as it is about language. You're on the right path, Andy.
Thank you so much, teacher. This has been so helpful. I feel motivated and can't wait to put all these tips into practice.
You're welcome, Andy. Keep practicing, stay curious, and most importantly, enjoy the process. You're going to do great. Safe travels and happy learning.
This dialogue highlights the core principles of mastering travel English. Prioritize practical vocabulary, embrace mistakes as part of the learning process, and focus on clarity over perfection. It underscores the value of cultural understanding, the power of small talk in forming connections, and the role of preparation in handling both casual and challenging scenarios. By leveraging tools like apps, media exposure, and real-life interactions, travelers like Andy can build confidence and communication skills. Ultimately, this conversation reflects the idea that travel English is not just about language. It's about connecting with people, navigating new environments, and embracing every learning opportunity.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share to keep the English learning journey alive.